She was one of her father's most important advisors. That's why the investigative committee for the storming of the US Capitol now wants to question Ivanka Trump about the former US president. The Parliamentary Committee of Inquiry into the storming of the US Capitol a year ago wants to interview former President Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump. The 40-year-old was in direct contact with her father at key moments on the day of the Capitol storming, said Committee Chair Benny Thompson of the Democratic Party on Thursday. Ivanka is the first of Trump's relatives to be addressed by the panel. The committee is hoping for information from the former presidential advisor about attempts by her father to persuade his deputy Mike Pence to block certification of Joe Biden's victory in the November 2020 presidential election. Thompson wrote in a letter to Ivanka Trump that on the morning of January 6th in 2021, the day of the Capitol storming, she overheard a phone call from her father to Pence in the Oval Office in the White House on exactly this subject. Testimony also suggested that White House officials had repeatedly asked her to persuade her father to speak out about the attack on the Capitol. Critics accused Trump not only of spurring his supporters to attack the Congress building, but also of refusing for hours to stop his supporters' activities with a clear public address. The investigative committee asked Ivanka Trump for a voluntary interview on February 3rd or 4th. It is not a binding subpoena as in the case of Trump's ex-advisor Steve Bannon and former White House Chief of Staff Marc Meadows. Radical Trump supporters stormed the Capitol when Biden's election victory was to be certified there. The storming of the seat of Congress with 5 dead caused horror worldwide and is considered a black day in the history of US democracy. The Committee of Inquiry set up by the House of Representatives is to clarify the exact background of the attack. The panel has already summoned several key figures close to Trump, most recently his former attorney Rudy Giuliani. Ivanka is often referred to as Trump's favorite child. During her father's presidency, she served as an official White House aide, and her husband Jared Kushner was also a key Trump advisor. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.